Hello friends and welcome to another video. Today's video is over Dreamlight Valley tips and tricks to the game, so I hope you guys are ready and we'll go ahead and get started. Our first tip today is going to be over our dug holes. So it's annoying to go back, dig all these holes, and then try to refill them singly one by one. However, here is a tip for you guys that have dug holes. You want to go into the furniture tab and do an overview. Grab a house, grab your house, grab Wally's structure, and just start placing the house directly over them. You'll notice there's this like yellow block over them. That's totally fine. That just means you're going to cover up the holes, and that's perfectly okay because this saves you a lot of time, especially when you're making farms everywhere. So tip number 2 is going to be over our plants that we can purchase and plant for our farms that we have. Whenever you guys are planting your crops, you'll notice that you can buy them at certain stalls. In those certain stalls, you can actually use those plants that you buy from that specific area, as here in the meadow. You can plant these and you'll notice that you can plant them in this area and they'll have an uptime of how quickly they'll grow. And that'll be indicated by the green arrow located on your screen when you're planting. Another tip for you guys whenever you guys are planting them is to hold down when you're planting multiple items. Just make sure you're selected on the right one that you want. And for the second time that you plant it, just hold it so that way you know you're on the correct plant. And this will make it easier. Just remember that you will have to consistently go back and refill your energy back at home. Or make sure you have some type of food on you. I recommend the 5 stars because they fill you up faster on your energy. And then of course, whenever you're done with that, make sure you guys are watering your plants. Some plants will require up to 2 to 4 waters before they're fully done. And I say 4 because sometimes it varies. Currently right now, rain does not water your plants. It actually dries them out faster, or at least that's how it seems for me anyways. So maybe there'll be a fix later down the road for this, but right now their main focus right now is for the update that has come out this week. So tip number 3 is over the chest problem and places where you can have your items. My recommendation to you guys is to put chests either in your house, around your house, or around the areas and wells. Personally, I put my chest right by the well so that way if I have something from that area that needs to go directly into that chest, I can go there, pick it up, or put it in there, and we're good to go. So our next tip, we're going to need a friend. Your villagers that are around the place, your characters that you can have on your Dreamlight Valley area is going to be crucial into gathering more materials. So we're going to pick up Mickey here. Mickey is able to gather wild crops and stuff for us. So I'm taking him back to the plaza where I had all of those fruit trees and plants at, and we're going to harvest them and hopefully double reap the rewards from them. Another tip too that's tied with this is if you don't want them to disrupt you or accidentally click on them whenever you are trying to gather the plants, you can actually put a fence directly around them. And I removed myself from the create menu so that way I could see where he was at just to make sure, because I was talking to someone at the time for this. Went back, we're going to put a white picket fence around him, which is going to be a 4x4 square, and that will be for a 5x5 square. So that'll be a 25 by 25, or 25 by 25. That'll be a 25 block radius basically of where we can find Mickey. So Mickey is in this perfect square box. He can't bother us, but he's close enough so that way we can still reap the rewards from him. You'll always see like the first plant, he'll throw out a blue plant for you to pick up. That's fine. And then after that, he shouldn't be able to throw any more down for you. So you'll have a chance to be able to pick from the golden spots and not be disrupted with him trying to talk to you. So sadly, I didn't get any golden spots this time from this. Another tip for you guys is to only have 5 villagers on each of the items, and then I would recommend highly to have the rest of the villagers do only farming, and mining would probably be the 2 big ones I would do. Fishing, not so much. I mean, you don't really need help with that. You can just use 1 villager for that. That would be my recommendation. But going back to tip number 4, you want to delete the fencing, and then he will touch the ground and poof, there are all of the dupes items you've gotten from him helping you out. And then once you're done, you can just say goodbye, or you can keep them around. It's totally up to you, because whatever you do will level them up, but the item that you chose for them to get leveled up faster would give you the most XP for them. We're going to say goodbye to Mickey. Our next step, we're heading into Sunlit Plateau, because this is one of the areas that is currently blocked off until the update comes through, which by now it has. I haven't played the update yet. This video was recorded before the update, so sorry on the delay. But anyways, I wanted to show you that you can't get over here at all, no matter what you do, unless you go through the Mammoth Graveyard whenever you unlock that area, which at the time of this recording of this video, I did not have it open. So what you can do is you can take the well and move it to the other side, and this is an area, any area that you have unlocked but can't reach the other side. And say you're needing to get mushrooms, as an example, in the swamp area, you can do this, move the well, teleport to the other side, and you can pick up those items that you desperately need to continue with your quest. And then whenever you're done, you can just move that well right back and teleport back to the other side. Another tip for you guys too in this clip is to make sure you guys are upgrading the stalls. Try to get them upgraded to the max as quick as possible. If you're lacking on money and you don't have all the areas unlocked yet, my recommendation to you is to do the carrots, to keep growing the carrots and making carrot puffs, I think is what they're called. I could be wrong on that, but I think it's like carrot puffs or something. It's a type of food. I'll place it on screen so that way you guys know what one it is. Until you get the forgotten area unlocked to get pumpkins, and then you'll want to grow pumpkins and make pumpkin puffs. Those will be your biggest money makers. My next tip is going to bring us into the realms area of the castle. So whenever you go to the castle for the first time, you can unlock certain areas. And whenever you do unlock these areas, you can teleport to the castle of these realms as soon as possible. Wherever you're at in the game, you can teleport there. And then whenever you leave that area, you teleport back to the exact same area you were currently at before you teleported. So the reason why we're in Remy's world right now is because two tips are here for you. One is you can use all the ingredients that Remy has here to make recipes. If you're unsure of the recipes, you can definitely check your stats in the recipes. It'll be in the menu that I'll have on screen for you guys to show like where it's at. And it'll tell you like not the certain ingredients that are in there, but how many ingredients are in there. And then you can kind of guess. If you don't want to guess, then I have a link down in the description for you guys that the community of Dreamlight Valley has put and pulled hours into getting all of these recipes done. Please don't give me credit for it because I did not do this. This was by them who were the alpha testers and the beta testers. So they are the big hoorahs around this, and I want to give them credit for that. So definitely check it out. It is definitely worth a look. They also have multiple other things in that link that I'll have down in the description for you guys, but the recipes is a big time like help. Another tip with the Remy's world is whenever you come here and make the food, you can eat that food. You can't take the food with you, but you can eat that food. Whenever you eat the food, your bar, if it's already full, will start to turn gold. When it starts to turn gold, you'll have extra energy. So you can come to Remy's world anytime you're fully depleted or just gold depleted. Come back here, make, say, ratatouille and eat it, and you'll have a full gold bar again. You'll have to eat several of them, of course, to make sure it's full, but then you'll have double energy. And it's a great way to just start to be able to run faster and do everything like that. It'll be kind of like your well-fed energy bar. All right, so our next tip is going to be directly over our quest. If you are having trouble doing the Little Mermaid quest, the one that requires you to grab, I believe it's like a piece of marble, that was something that was there. It's been a hot minute since I've done it, but it spawns right next to the raft. If by chance you have Ariel's castle or Ariel's home right next to that and you can't fish there, move the castle out of the way, get yourself as close as you can in the water and cast your line. It'll take a few tries to get it to the right exact casting area, so that way you can fish that item up. And then once you get it, you're golden. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but you do see like a big giant like square sand block around the blocks that are already there. So you can see like where you can set certain things down, where you can walk across, and what you can stand on. So that would be my tip there. And then whenever you're done, you can move Ariel's castle back, but that's where I have Ariel's place at. Another tip too is whenever you're fishing, you do not need to fish just in the highlighted bubble area. You can fish directly out of this, and that's how you'll get seaweed. I had the longest time and trouble trying to figure out how to get seaweed. When I discovered that you can fish outside of doing the bubbles, I was like, this is fantastic, because it's not restricted as it is in Animal Crossing or say Cult of the Lamb, where you have to kind of throw it in there and hope the fish swims with it, or just it's directly highlighted for just like a little bubble or whatever. That's nice. I enjoy it. It's a very helpful thing. Our next tip is going to be directly over the craggy rocks. So if you are having trouble, like I was having trouble in this quest, for some reason, when I was trying to craft the rock soup for the earth spirit, it for some reason didn't allow my quest to continue, and it was very frustrating. So I went directly into the Discord of Dreamlight Valley and asked like what I can do for this. Like, is there going to be a fix, or is there some way that I can still get the craggy rocks without them being highlighted to pick up? One of the mods responded and they said, yes, you can go directly to any of the big rocks that have little rocks on the outside, like this one here, and you can dig it up. Once you dig it up, you will be able to collect that rock, which is great. And it'll pop up just like it did there. I'm glad that that was still an implementation. They still had craggy rocks everywhere, so you could still create the soup for the giant, which was very helpful because I was so frustrated at this. Like, highly frustrated. It was uncanny. Like, I was stuck on this for like 2 days because I couldn't get the craggy rocks. If something like this happens to you in one of the quest things, my suggestion is to try to think outside the box, and if you still can't make it happen, go into the Discord. They are more than willing to help you on trying to get this fixed. And if it is like a bug or something that just went totally wrong, you can get a bug report out to them directly, to the devs, so that way they know like, hey, we need to kind of adjust this or whatever. Another tip too, into this area of the frozen area, the frozen realm, you can come back here and fill in some of these holes. You get material for them, so like soil. I got rock, and I think I also got clay from it too. Wasn't able to close the big holes yet. I don't know if that's going to be a thing with this update that I haven't played quite yet. All right, so our next bonus tip is going to be over your main storage in your house. You want to make sure you are upgrading your house so that way you have access to having more storage for the storage chest. This is the only chest that actually does increase whenever you do upgrade your house, and it gives you more of a chance to have room for all your foods in one location. I would probably highly recommend that you just keep the food in your house and then have the chests that are on the outside for your wells or wherever you have them, or you could keep it all in your house. It's totally up to you. But the ones on the outside, like near the realms and stuff, I would keep mostly like your flowers and your seeds there for your plants that you're growing and stuff, and keep all your food at your house, so that way, like, if you need anything, you can automatically just go to your house and you're fine. My final bonus tip for you guys is whenever you do go to your quest tab, go over to the Dreamlight duties, and then go to the settings area. The game guide is going to be your best friend. Absolutely your best friend. It has all the tips and tricks that you would need to make sure that you are getting stuff done, what you can do, how to upgrade friendship, how to get more Dreamlight, so on and so forth, like how to grow plants and stuff like that. It'll be your best friend. Another bonus tip is if you are streaming, they do have a streaming family friendly mode on here for you guys, so that way you don't get copywritten by Disney with their music going in there. But the good thing is with the streaming friendly mode is that it has a generic like Disney take to it, which is great. So it won't screw with the music that you're apparently missing in the game, which isn't much. It's just a lot of the characters will sing their own songs whenever you have them with them or around them. Another bonus tip for you guys too, if you are just getting to the end of this video, make sure you guys are doing your Dreamlight duties and your star duties, your star quest duties. Make sure you guys are getting those done. Do all 6, complete them all, and do it all over again. That'll give you the quickest way to level up your Dreamlight to be able to unlock areas as soon as possible. That is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed these tips and tricks, and if I find any more, I will definitely put another video out as soon as I can. So thank you all for watching, and don't forget to stay batty. Bye.